Wait, is this thing on? Yeah, it's on. Oh, sorry. So, yeah, I totally kind of ripped that idea from that story, cause he actually like every single Star Wars video he does this. But he has a blue lightsaber, so that's where I got that idea from. I just wanted to try it in one video, and it actually feels good. But I'm gonna leave that to Death Star from now on. I just, like I said, wanted to see how that felt. But anyways, I apparently, because I also watched videos from this YouTube channel called Collider News, which is pretty decent source of getting your video game, not video game, your movie news, Star Wars news, comic book news. And yeah, like I said, it's pretty decent source of getting those type of news, and I value the people's opinion about the news as well. But apparently, according to them, at Star Wars Celebration in in Florida, that LucasFilms announced that Carrie Fisher or Princess Leia won't be in Episode 9. Oh, I'm sorry, General Leia. General Leia won't be in Episode 9. And part of me is kind of disappointed because the Star Wars fan side of me wanted to see Leia in Episode 9. You know, yeah, it would have to be CGI Leia. Kind of like how they did with Tarkin and Princess Leia in Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. But yeah, the Star Wars nerd side of me wanted to see Princess Leia in Episode 9. Just check my Star Wars CGI Leia ideas in Episode 9. I forgot how I titled it, but in one of my Star Wars videos, I was giving off my opinion on how they should approach putting CGI Leia in Episode 9 if they did chose to put Leia in Episode 9. I mean, there's still, 2 years since Episode 9, before Episode 9 comes out, so they might change their minds. But like I said, one of the videos, Star Wars videos I voiced my opinions or theories of how they should approach General Leia. But no, but then there's this other side of me, which is kind of glad that they aren't doing Leia in Episode 9, because since it's moving forward in the story, I will kind of feel awkward putting Leia in Episode 9 without having Carrie Fisher. And it was a different feeling with Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, when they put Governor Tarkin and Princess Leia in there, because it was like a prequel, and when it comes to prequels, I'm more open-minded with them putting CGI bases on characters where the original actors are either too old to reprise their roles in those prequels, or if they're dead. But yeah, totally makes sense why they are choosing not to put CGI Leia in Episode 9. I mean, like I said, they could always change their minds within like the next year-ish. And say, oh yeah, never mind, we're putting Leia in Episode 9, but... So I'm kind of torn between I'm happy and disappointed of Leia not being in Episode 9. But, because apparently with The Dark Knight Rises, I know this is a slightly different subject, the reason why Christopher Nolan did not put the Joker in there, or even mentioned the Joker in The Dark Knight Rises, is to respect the Heath Ledger's family. And even though Carrie Fisher's daughter was in The Force Awakens and probably The Last Jedi, I'm hoping her daughter will still be in Episode 9, but her character isn't related to Leia, so that's pretty good. But if they didn't want to mention Leia whatsoever in Episode 9. But that kind of leaves the question: where is Leia in Episode 9 if they don't by the time Episode 9 comes? Because that will leave us fans with a lot of questions. Like, is she dead? Is she on another mission? Did she retire? I don't know. And thankfully, with the books and video games being canon, being part of the extended universe for Star Wars, they could explain where Leia has been in the events of Episode 9. Because apparently in the Aftermath trilogy, or series, whatever, which I haven't read, but I've heard that they explained what Jar Jar Binks has been doing between, like, during the original trilogy, and what Lando Calrissian and Lobo has been doing between episode 6 and 7. Which, by the way, I think is bogus that they aren't putting Lando Calrissian in episode 8. Even if it's for, like, towards the end of the movie. Like, for, like, 5 seconds, like how they did with Mark Hamill in episode 7, but that's just me. Maybe he'll be in episode 9. Hopefully he'll be in episode 9, because I want to see Lando Calrissian in at least one movie in this newest trilogy. So anyways, what do you guys think? Do you guys want to see Leia in episode 9, or do you don't want to see Leia in episode 9? And are you happy with the fact that LucasFilms is not planning at the moment to put Leia in episode 9? Leave a comment below, which I said, I can see why they're not doing it, to have some respect to Carrie Fisher. But anyways, yeah, leave a comment of your opinions about this no General Leia news, no General Leia in episode 9 news, and may the force be with us all.